What's going on, everyone? I am back here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 Cydia tweaks for those of you that are jailbroken. So let's go ahead and get started. The first tweak I have here is called Unfold, and essentially what Unfold is it gives a folding animation when you unlock your device. So I'm going to go ahead and give a demonstration now. So as you can see, it says fold to unlock. So you want to slide the arrow, and as you can see, it gives a cool folding animation when you unlock the device, like so. And then there are a few settings you can configure, so let's go ahead and jump in the settings app here. Scroll down. So we see Unfold right here, and you can either enable the tweak or disable it, depending on your preference, or you can have it fold vertically. So when I turn that on and then lock it, it will have me fold up instead of down. So as you can see, it wants me to fold up, which is pretty cool. But my preference is non-vertical. And then you can configure how many number of slices you have on the folding screen. So right now I have it configured to 4, but you can easily go up or down depending on your preferences. And then below that you can change the text from fold to unlock to whatever you decide you guys want to put. And then you have some about the developer and donate via PayPal. So that is my first tweak. Let's move on to the next. Next one will be AnimateBattery. And what AnimateBattery is it gives a cool animation for the battery when you're charging your device. So let me go ahead and lock it and plug in the power cord. And as you can see, it gives a cool battery animation there, and that will slowly progress the higher the battery charge gets. So right now, since it's on 27% as it says up there in the corner, it's only going to go to however far the battery charge is. So when it gets higher, that animation will go all the way to the end of this battery icon here. So pretty cool tweak. Moving on to the next. Also, before I move on, that tweak has no options to configure. All you have to do is install it and restart your springboard, and you're good to go. Next is a tweak called AppCent, and essentially what AppCent is it gives a percentage underneath the application that you're downloading. So I'll go ahead and give an example. I'm going to go ahead and download an app from the App Store. Just any random app. I'm not caring here. I'm just going to download a free one. Let it load. For free. Let's go ahead and download this app called My Measures. Let's go ahead and hit download, install. And by the way, you guys, this is an iPod Touch 4th generation, so it is going to be kind of slow, unfortunately. Let me put my password in here. Alright. So, as you can see, let me focus in. Oh, it's not wanting to focus right now, sorry about that, but you can see it right here. There's a percentage underneath the application showing you how far along the app is. So that's much more useful than having the standard loading words under there. So much better. Very nice tweak. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the app now. Alright. Next is a tweak called Camera Grabber Animate. And what this is it gives an animation to the camera grabber you find on the lock screen. Right here, as you can see, it is flipping. and when you go to unlock, it stops flipping or freezes in the current position. So yeah, it just gives a cool little flipping animation to your camera grabber on your lock screen. So very nice. Just a little cool thing to make your device unique. Next up is a tweak called Barrel. And I know many of you know about this tweak, but they have updated the first version of Barrel to have much more animations. So what we need to do now is go into settings real quick, jump down here to Barrel, as you can see here. And from this screen you can change the animation. Then below that you just have a folder enhancer fix. That's for another tweak that I am not showing in this video. And then you can turn on or off the show barrel icon. So now to go in the effects, we have an option to give no effects, random, cube inside, cube outside, page slide up, page slide down, curl and roll away, alternate, vertical scrolling, page fade, stairs down right, stairs down left, page squeeze, icon collection, icon shatter, carousel, flippy, page zoom, Pac-Man, merry-go-round, whirl, and snake. So I'm going to try to give you guys a look at all of these. I'm not going to do random because that would just do, like I said, a random effect. So cube inside will give you a cube on the inside effect, which is pretty nice. A cube outside will of course do the opposite, and it'll give you a cube on the outside. Page slide down will slide the page down to the left or right. Then page slide up will do the complete opposite, and it will go up instead of down, like so. Curl and roll away is one of my favorites. It curls the apps up into a circle and rolls them away like so. It's pretty neat. Next is curl and roll away alternate, which just alternates the apps and has them spin a different way. Next is vertical scrolling, which is how you would expect. It vertical scrolls up and down, but you cannot scroll with your finger up and down, unfortunately. You have to go side to side for it to scroll, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. Page fade just kind of disintegrates the apps to the next page. Stairs down right, it makes the apps look like they are on basically like an escalator. And I can't talk right now. My mouth is kind of dry. Stairs down left just does the opposite and has them go the opposite way, as you can tell there. They're going on the left side now. Next is page squeeze, which, as you can see, it just kind of gives the same effect of the page fade, or excuse me, not page fade, the page stairs. Next is icon collection. As you can see, it kind of collects the apps into a little square and then expands them when you get to the next page. Icon shatter. It kind of just, instead of collecting the icons, it spreads them apart. Carousel essentially puts the apps in a carousel motion, as you can see here. Flippy essentially makes the apps just kind of flip on like a flipboard, essentially. Page zoom will zoom the page in and out, depending on which page you go to. Pac-Man is similar to curl and roll away, except it's just got a slightly different animation on it. Merry-go-round will give you a merry-go-round effect, as you can see there. Kind of spins the apps around. whirl. Just kind of makes the apps kind of fly away. And then lastly, we have snake, which gives us a weird snake effect when you scroll pages. So, pretty nice tweak here. It is normally paid in the App Store, or excuse me, not App Store, Cydia Store. But I am going to give a link in the description to get all of these tweaks for free. Some of them are free by default, but some are paid, so I'll give you the cracked version. Link in the description. Up next is 5-icon dock, which this is a pretty old tweak, but I really like it, so I thought I'd go ahead and include it in here. As you can tell here at the bottom, I have 5 icons down here. So if I were to remove one, it would remove the app, and the dock would go back to normal 4 icons. And then when you put it back, you got 5. So, pretty simple tweak, just gives you some cool uniqueness to your device. Next is lock seconds. And what lock seconds is gives you a second timer, or whatever, next to your clock, as you can see here. It is timing with seconds on your clock, which is pretty cool. So, once again, this tweak does not have any options to configure. You just install it, and you're good to go. Next is RemovedSound, and what this tweak is, it gives a sound when you delete an application, an email, or a note. So let's scroll down here and go to RemovedSound. And as you can see, we can turn on or off the option to... Oh, that's really bright. Sorry about this. But you can turn on or off app, mail, or notes. And right now I have apps turned on. So I'm going to go ahead and give a demonstration. For example, I'm going to go here, add this web page to my home screen. Add. Alright, it's added. So now when I go to delete it, you guys will hear a trash can sound, just like you would on a Mac computer when you're deleting a file. So such as here, I'm going to delete it. And as you can see, it gave me the delete trash can sound, which is pretty cool. That tweak is free. All you have to do is search it in Cydia. Up next is VoiceActivator. And essentially what VoiceActivator is it gives you a lot more features to the standard voice control that you have on iOS devices all the way up to iOS 5 and 6 if you do not have a device with Siri. So when we go into VoiceActivator, you can turn it on or off, or you can go into voice commands here, and you can add your own command to ask your voice control. So, for example, right here I have turn Bluetooth on, and when I say turn Bluetooth on, voice control will turn Bluetooth on. So, I'm going to go ahead and give a demonstration of that. There we go, it took a little while. Turn Bluetooth. Guys, sorry about that, my battery died. So, where I left off was I was going to give an example of the voice control via the tweak called VoiceActivator. So, before I got cut off, I was going to demonstrate the turn on Bluetooth feature. So I'm going to go ahead and activate voice control now. There we are. Turn on Bluetooth. And as you can see, on this roll down banner, Activator has let me know that Bluetooth is now enabled. So if I were to want to turn off Bluetooth, as you can see, there's a lot of glare. This screen is extremely bright right now. I might have to turn it down. So 1 second, I'm going to turn my brightness down. Much better. Okay. So, back into VoiceActivator. If I were to want to turn off Bluetooth, as you can see, I can say turn off Bluetooth. This is a custom setting. Turn off Bluetooth. And as you can see, Bluetooth is now disabled. So, pretty cool. You can add an unlimited amount of an unlimited amount of commands, depending on how many commands are available through Activator. So, as you can see, I got a lot of different commands here. If you want to add a new command, just hit the Add Command button. Type your command up here as to what you'd want to say, and then the action, you can have it speak text back to you, open a URL, or activate apps/settings. And then you can configure it down here. And then if it were text, you can say, or have it exit when complete. It's pretty cool. And then down here, you can add an entry for speaking text, which I don't find very useful, but it's cool that it's there. So, that is my 9th tweak. My last tweak is going to be, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. Auxo, I believe. But what Auxo is, is a brand new way to use the multitasking switcher. So, let's go ahead and jump into the settings for Auxo real quick. And normally this tweak is paid on Cydia, but like I said, I will give a link, or a source, I should say, in the description so you guys can get this tweak for free. So you can go in here and get a user's guide on how to use it. Configuration, you can switch whichever toggle you would like to have in a certain place, and you have the creators and support. So now to get to the actual multitasking switcher, just go ahead and do the normal double tap of the home button, and as you can see, it brings up the multitasking switcher. But as you can see now, there is a much different layout of the way you view the apps. Rather than just having a icon, you now get a full page view of the app. So, like in Safari, I was viewing Mac Rumors, and when I go in the multitasking switcher, it will keep the view of that app where I left off, which is very nice. So, say example, I want to go back into settings, just click on settings, back here, I want to multitask into the App Store, go like that, and I'm in the App Store. So now, if you want to remove an app from the multitasking switcher, normally you would have to hold down the icon and wait until it jiggled, and then you hit the remove icon, or remove button, I should say. But on here, all you have to do is swipe the app down, and it'll remove it. And you can do that for all of them in here. And if you would like to remove all of your running apps in the background, all you'd have to do is hold down one of the apps, and it'll bring up a option saying, do you want to remove all the apps from the multitasking? And you say yes, and now all the apps are now gone. So now a couple other perks that you get from this tweak is the ability to control your music, which was already in the multitasking switcher, by the way. Just it gives a much more detailed layout. So right over here, you get a music symbol right here. You can't really see my finger, unfortunately. Oh well. But right here you can see a little black music icon, which that's where the album artwork will be. Right here in the middle is where the music title, and then over here you can launch the music application. And then of course you have your playback controls right down here. And then if you scroll up, it will reveal a volume slider, so you can control your volume right from here. And then sliding over one more time, we get some easy access toggles, so you can lock rotation, turn on off Wi-Fi, turn on off Bluetooth, mute or unmute the device, or go in and out of airplane mode, which you just scroll, like you saw there, you scroll up and down to view. Then below that, you have a handy brightness toggle, which you can toggle the brightness of the display right from the multitasking switcher, which is very, very nice. So, that was my last tweak. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I will be posting a source or sources in the description for all of these tweaks to be free. Some of them are free by default. Some of them you're going to need to go through the cracked source. Excuse me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button right down there. And comment below if you have any questions about any of the tweaks you just saw here. Or anything like that. Don't be afraid to do so. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and peace out till next time.